When you tell someone you've been using Blender for 5 years, they naturally assume that you must be good at it. Hey, I'm not doing this full-time. I'm tired of using that excuse and I need to change that. So I decided to make 50 different 3D characters in one day. I will spend 10 minutes making the first 20 characters, then the time will cut in half. That is 5 minutes per character for the remaining 30. When I'm done, I will remake my first character, which is this gentleman by the way, and see if I actually learned something. And if I fail, I'll have to do this entire challenge again. 10 minutes is long enough to make one character. It shouldn't be that hard. These were my thoughts before I started this challenge. But when I pressed the start button on the timer, now the hands can also be pretty skinny. It doesn't have like massively thick arms. Please don't look weird. Here we go. No, those are too big. I mean, it's not what we want, so maybe make the arms smaller. We still need the eyes and the ears. It is the most important part of Shrek. We do this, then we grab this, and then extrude. And here we are. We just had 30 seconds left. Okay, not too bad. I mean, if we compare them, quickly add a UV sphere. I need to do eye. Then we do this much. And no, it looks... Damn it, I messed it up. Add a UV sphere and this time delete only these faces. Okay, we're good for now. Okay, 10 seconds. It was a bit rough because I messed up the face, but I had hopes for it, but... whatever. Next up, we have a samurai.
And I don't want to model that, man.
Who came up with these ideas? Next up, who decided these characters, man? I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it in time. Let's first add a cube, and then... Nope. Then do this. Not a material, man. Give it a modifier. I keep doing this mistake. Now if I inset this face and make this my neck, will it look better than the other one? Or is it going to look trash? Yep, it looks trash. Now the hands are way too big. I always make the hands way too big. Okay, now they're too small. Yeah, but we'll have to do... Yep. Oh boy, that looks like a pirate. That definitely looks like a pirate. And here we go. Oops. We still have the legs to do. Here we go. 5 seconds left and we're done with our pirate as well. 10 minutes is a very short time. You cannot allow yourself to make any mistakes. You have to stick to the plan you came up with during the first 10 seconds. When you see a timer constantly ticking in front of your face, bare minimum is your ultimate goal, and making any mistake your biggest nightmare. Rubik is a Rubik's Cube turned into a man. I accidentally made his glasses asymmetrical, but the lack of time forced me to keep it. The mouth of the penguin mafia is just its foot, which I duplicated and rotated 180 degrees on the Z-axis. You have to get creative. There's no other way. This was supposed to be a female robot with a ponytail. The only thing female about it is this excuse for a ponytail. This cowboy had to become a farmer because I spent way too much time on the hat and couldn't make his guns. The reason why this mad scientist doesn't have a face is because for some reason I decided to sculpt his hair, which didn't go well, but it got a bit easier when I realized that I couldn't give equal effort to each character. Not every character can be a masterpiece, but not all of them will be terrible either. The mushroom thief has to wear a massive hood to hide his giant head. I think that's pretty funny. I ruined my childhood with Shin-chan and Augie. They look less like cartoon characters and more like monsters. I cannot look at them the same way ever again. But the Hollow Knight guy and the snail with the glasses turned out pretty well. Also the controller man. I think these simple designs allowed me to give them more personality. The same can not be said for the cat girl, and the king and the queen. I couldn't come up with a solid plan in time, and that led to this monstrosity, which were also the last characters I made in 10 minutes. And I was not ready to make the remaining characters in just 5 minutes. My overconfidence led me to believe that 5 minutes is long enough to make a character, but reality hit way too hard when I realized it's not. It's that weird thing around his crotch. I wasn't able to fix this. It's like torn from the middle. Other than that, not bad for 5 minutes. Now we do a goblin. And why did I choose this? I don't know. Do I regret it? Yes. Does that look like a goblin? I mean, it's close. It's got eyes, it has this brown skirt, this green body. I think it's a goblin. Characters 21 to 30 were supposed to be fantasy characters and real-life animals. And making them made my belief stronger that maybe I'm not made for this. This was supposed to be a barbarian, a goblin, a knight, and believe it or not, this is a wizard. This is the ugliest cat I've ever seen, and this dog looks like someone put an alligator on 4 sticks. The difference between the 10-minute and 5-minute characters was obvious. You can look at them and tell these were made by someone absolutely terrible at character design, and these were made by someone absolutely terrible at character design, but in just 5 minutes. But characters 31 to 40 made me realize something. All of them turned out pretty good except the dragon and the werewolf. Yes, I suck at making characters, but I suck more when the character has limbs. And for a challenge with such a small time limit, knowing your strengths and weaknesses can be a game changer. The slime looked good, the ghost looked good, the platypus looked good, because none of these creatures were real or resembled any real-life creature. So they allow me to skip all the rules and be more creative. Leaning into my strengths, I decided to not make any limbs and be more creative. The helibot has helicopter blades on its head. The bottom part of the mining bot's body is just a big drill. The delivery bot has wheels for its legs, which allow it to move faster. The Steam Man is a muscular guy with the Steam logo as his head. The YouTube Man is fat and always open to eat more money through its unskippable ads. The EA Thief thinks his slim body makes him stealthy, but his large backpack full of stolen money makes him easily visible from a distance. Compared to my first few characters, they had a lot more personality. Instead of making each character perfect and trying to give them a personality made the process fun. During the final hour of this challenge, I didn't care if the characters looked good or not because I was having fun. I didn't look at any references and let my imagination do its thing. At this point, I didn't even care if I improved or not because I had learned something far more important. I couldn't make every character great, but not all of them were terrible either. And none of it actually matters as long as you're having fun. But I'm a man of my word, so we still gotta remake the first character again and compare them. Let's do this. First we'll add a cube, then add a mirror modifier. Not a mask, a mirror modifier. About here. This can be our chest. Now we can grab one of these and make his shoulders, then the arms. Now we add the neck, which this gentleman doesn't seem to have. Let's try and shape up the face now. I don't know if it is an improvement over what I last made, but I'm still trying my best. Okay, the timer is done and this is what we have. But to be fair, I chose a completely different style for this one. It has 662 vertices, whereas on this one, we have about 5,000 vertices. And we have the face on this one as well. His ears have this thing which is there in the image. This one doesn't. Now, you tell me if this model looks better or were these 8 hours a waste of time. And if you think I need to redo this challenge, comment what character you want me to make. As soon as the number of characters gets to 50, I'll attempt this challenge again. And have a nice day.